This is update trigger. So update trigger means whenever any update happens on a table, then a query will run that will run automatically, and it will update the next table, like whichever we will be referring. Let's suppose we have one table. So this is one table I'm executing. So I have like 4 data. So in this 4 data, if I'm changing anything, then I have one more table, that is audit table. It will be reflected in this table as like next column, as like next row. So the thing is, we will be making changes in this table only. We are not touching this table. So once we make any changes over here, it will be reflected it will be reflected here also, and a new row will be created in this row, that this and this things will be changed, kind like instruction, like whichever like things you wanted, it will be captured over here, like this. I want to capture employee ID, employee name, employee salary, audit action, and audit time. So for this I have written a trigger. So this is a trigger. I have made a table. So that table, you have to check like which database you are like saving. So I'm saving in master, and like here is my table, audit table, and here is my like main table. So if you are creating any new table and if it is not visible over here, then you can click on the refresh icon and it will be available over here. So coming to the trigger, so here what I am writing is create trigger and trigger name on like which table we are creating, trigger, like on which table we will be making changes, and the main table we will be making changes. So this is the table on which table we will be creating trigger. So this is the one, and what we will be like doing, like on what operation we are performing that. So update. So after update, if we are if we are performing update on this table, then once update is done, then we will be putting doing some operation on the next table. So here we will be declaring here employee ID as int, employee name, employee salary, and audit action. This we will be declaring, and after that we are selecting this one, this as I dot employee ID. I means here what I refers to is this table, TB employee table, means the main table, from main table employee ID from the main table. Similarly, employee name from the main table, we will be transferring it to this, and employee salary from the main table, we will be transferring it to this. And here it is written from inserted I means main table. And set audit action. Audit action I am setting like after insert, after update I'll be setting it is just a text. So here I'm writing a query, if update happens on this, then set audit section as update trigger. This is just to know like what operation has been done. Again, the next line, again I'm setting, if there is any update happens on employee salary, then I'll be setting audit action as update trigger. If I want to set update salary, also I can set here like update imp name I can say. So and what is happening and where we will be inserting this. See, update is happening on the main this table. Update is happening, okay, and we are transferring the data from main table to this whatever we have declared above. And after that, this update is happening. We have said if this name is updated, then in audit action we will be putting this text. So where we will be like where the main action will happen, where the result of this trigger. So here, like insert into the table where we want to like reflect the data. So here I have put the structure of this table, like which and all field I want to update. So these are the fields of this table, and after that values, in values I'll be transferring like whatever I have declared. In the declaration I have passed the value from the main table, so these things I'll be passing. And in the audit time I'll be passing get date. So here date will be like reflected, current date will be reflected in this column. So what I'm going to do is I'll be selecting this. See, just a minute. Here you can see I'm clicking on triggers. So you can see a trigger, there is one trigger after insert. Okay, so once I'll run this, so one more trigger will appear over there. So here I'm clicking on this, so trigger is created. And see, you can see here it is not getting updated. So what you have to do is you have to refresh it. So here you can see trigger after update is available. So now what I'm going to do is see, you can first check this. Here I have like four rows, and here I have 2 rows. You can see 3 and 4, we have like 2 rows. So what I am going to do is update employee salary to, just a minute, let me execute this. So here we have data. Okay, so here like in the fourth, for employee ID 4th, Ravi has 17,000 as a salary. So what I'm going to do is update table name and set employee salary to 40,000, where employee ID is equals to 4. And see here like remember, you can see like only two rows are there. Okay, so now see the changes. Here I'm updating this. Okay, I'm executing this. Here you can see 17,000. I'm clicking on this, one row got affected. So you can check here. So it's 40,000 is coming in the main table. Now I have not done any edit or anything over audit table. So I have selected this and clicking on execute. Now you can see Ravi, 4th row, employee ID 4th, Ravi, salary is updated, and along with the date time it is getting written on the audit table. Again, in the salary we did. So what we have like written is like any update. So I'll be setting something else, like imp name I'm setting as something so Abhi, where employee ID is 4. What I'm going to do, this Ravi is there. So once I click on this, so Ravi name will be just a minute. Here you can see so it is here you can remember like 3 rows are there. So here I am replacing Ravi name with something else of Avi. So here I'm clicking on this and executing, and just a minute. So you can see one row affected. So what I did is from Ravi I have changed name to Avi. You can see Avi is available over here, and I have not done any operation in audit table. I'm checking here what changes has been done. See, you can see earlier we have like we have changed like salary